Have you ever felt like the world was rooting for you to fall? Like the people around you, those you thought were friends, family, or allies, were secretly hoping for your failure? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But here's the harsh reality. Not everyone wants to see you win. Some people thrive on your setbacks because it makes them feel powerful. But here's the question, are you going to let them be right? Are you going to let their doubts, their whispers, their sabotage define who you are? Or will you rise, not just to prove them wrong, but to prove something far greater, to yourself? The truth is, the world is full of critics, but your life isn't their script to write. When they push you down, you can choose to stay there, or you can stand up and make them watch as you shatter every expectation they set for you. This video isn't just about surviving their negativity, it's about thriving in the face of it. By the end, you'll not only know how to channel their hate into fuel, but also understand why their doubt is the greatest gift you could ask for. So, are you ready to show them who they underestimated? Let's dive in. When they doubted you, they weren't just questioning your abilities. They were projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. Think about it. People who want you to fail are often those who never had the courage to chase their own dreams. Your ambition reminds them of their shortcomings. Every step you take towards greatness feels like a mirror, reflecting what they couldn't or wouldn't do. So instead of cheering for you, they tear you down. And let's be honest, it hurts. The snide remarks, the subtle undermining, the way they celebrate your failures louder than your victories. It's like being trapped in a storm, constantly bombarded by doubt and negativity. But here's the catch. The storm isn't the enemy, it's the test. Every successful person you admire has faced this storm. From the entrepreneurs mocked for their stupid ideas to artists told their work would never sell, they all encountered people who wanted them to fail. The difference, they didn't give those voices power. They didn't let the weight of rejection or betrayal break them. Instead, they turned it into fuel. But it's not easy, is it? Standing alone, feeling isolated, wondering if they're right, if maybe you aren't enough. This is where most people give up, folding under the pressure. But this is also where the transformation begins. The moment you stop fighting their opinions and start fighting for yourself, the narrative shifts. Think of their negativity as the flames of a forge, and you as the steel. The more they try to burn you, the stronger you become. Every insult, every doubt, every smirk becomes a hammer strike, shaping you into something unbreakable. But only if you let it. Now, here's the real conflict. Are you willing to endure that heat? Can you face the pain, the loneliness, the ridicule, and keep moving forward? Most people can't. They let the weight of others' expectations and judgments bury them alive. But not you. If you're still here, if you're still fighting, then deep down, you already know you're built for more. The people who want you to fail are counting on your fear. They're betting that you'll doubt yourself as much as they doubt you. But the greatest revenge isn't anger or hatred, it's success. Not because you need to prove anything to them, but because their negativity has no power over someone who truly believes in themselves. This is your moment to decide. Will you let their shadows define your light, or will you rise, stronger and more determined than ever, and make them watch as you succeed beyond their wildest fears? The choice is yours. Keep going, because the conflict isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of your victory. There's a moment in every story when the tables turn. For you, that moment begins now. You've endured the whispers, the doubt, the sabotage, and the crushing weight of their expectations, or lack of them. But here's the revelation they never saw coming. Their hate, their negativity, their attempts to break you, they didn't weaken you. They forged you into something unstoppable. Think about it. If their rejection could truly break you, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't still be fighting, still dreaming, still striving. Every time they underestimated you, it became an opportunity, not for them to define your worth, but for you to discover your strength. And the truth is, the people who wanted you to fail didn't do so out of power. They did it out of fear. Because deep down they knew something you didn't. Your potential. They saw the spark in you, the drive, the resilience, the fire. That's what scared them. They wanted to extinguish it before it could become a blaze, a force too big for them to ignore. But here's the irony. By pushing you, they only fanned the flames. And now that fire is unstoppable. It's no longer about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. You realize that the real enemy was never their words or their actions. It was the part of you that believed them, the voice in your head that echoed their doubts. But that voice is silent now, because you've grown louder. This is your turning point. The revelation isn't just that you're stronger than their negativity. It's that their negativity was a gift. It taught you who you are. It showed you what you're capable of enduring. Without it, you might never have reached this point. But now, you're standing on the edge of greatness, and the only thing left to do is leap. So, look back for a moment, not with regret, but with pride. Every no you've heard, every setback you've faced, every attempt they've made to break you, it all led here. They thought they were writing your failure story, but all they did was give you the ink to write your success. You don't just survive their hate, you thrive in it. You turn every insult into inspiration, every obstacle into an opportunity, and every doubter into an unintentional motivator. Because now you see the truth. The people who wanted you to fail were never the architects of your downfall. They were the architects of your rise. And now, as you stand taller, stronger, and more determined than ever, the question isn't whether you'll succeed. The question is, how high will you soar? And how many of them will be forced to look up to see you? This is your moment. Embrace it. They wanted you to fail, but you were always destined to rise. And now, you stand victorious, not because the path was easy, but because you refused to let it break you. The doubts, the criticisms, the moments of despair, they were never the end of your story. They were stepping stones, each one propelling you close to the person you were always meant to become. The power you feel now isn't just about overcoming their negativity. It's about realizing that your worth was never theirs to decide. You've learned that their opinions, their attempts to sabotage you, were powerless in the face of your determination. And as you look around, you see what they failed to. Every challenge was an opportunity, every setback a lesson, and every rejection a redirection to something better. But here's the most important part of your journey. It's not just about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you were always enough. You didn't need their approval, their support, or their belief in you. You only needed your own. Now you understand that the most powerful voice in your life is the one inside your own head. And while they may still watch, hoping for your failure, their opinions no longer matter. Because you've outgrown their doubt. You've become someone they can't ignore, not out of spite, but out of undeniable greatness. This is where the storm ends. The chaos they created around you is quieted, and in its place is clarity. Clarity of purpose, of strength, and of resolve. Now, your focus is forward. The doubts of others are just echoes in the distance, and they can no longer touch you. You've rewritten the narrative they tried to impose on you, and it's a story of triumph. This is your moment of peace, your moment of power, and it's only the beginning. Now that you've seen how to turn their negativity into your greatest weapon, it's time to take action. Don't just let this be another moment of inspiration that fades into the background. Use it. Think of the people who doubted you, the challenges that tried to break you, and let them fuel the fire inside you. Step into the version of yourself that doesn't just survive, but thrives. And if this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who might be standing in the storm, unsure of how to move forward. If you're ready to rewrite your story and prove that failure isn't the end, but the beginning of something greater, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notifications. There's more where this came from. More stories, strategies, and lessons to help you conquer the negativity around you and rise higher than ever before. And remember, they wanted you to fail, but they didn't realize they were making you unstoppable. It's time to show them and yourself what you're truly capable of. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.